Hey everybody, welcome to this Tuesday morning, barely just the Tuesday morning, but I am live. How about that? Well, make sure that you guys switch over from Top Chat to Bing 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 Live Chat. No. And welcome to the Flipside. Well, I need to not do a capital L there. There we go. All right, David Brownlee says, howdy, 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 just in time. Remembered my headphones today so I can join in live. Awesome. Thanks for being here, Philip. Appreciate you. Eric is here, so what are we doing today? Prenatal Mafia, Sam's early years? What? No. I was never in the Mafia, as far as I know. Luke Shire says hello. Chris says hello. Good to see you guys. Good afternoon, everyone. Just came from WhatsApping over on the Dice Tower. Z was playing Cascadia. The app is awesome. I'll have to check that out. I do like apps for like airports and trips and that type of stuff. So I'll have to check that out because I do like Cascadia. Hello, Sam, Micah. Hello, Micah. Good to see you. Jeff C is up. What's up? What's up? Good to see y'all. Jeff, please let me know. Did you get your stuff? If you did, hopefully you did. But just let me know. I forgot to send you. Oh, you know what? I just sent it yesterday. There's no way you got it yet. I'll send you a link right after this for your tracking information. So that is coming. But Jeff, you'll be happy to note, well, maybe you will, maybe you won't, maybe you don't care. You are the first. You are one of the two first people to get our new stickers. And our new stickers are basically just bigger than our old stickers. Ooh la la. But anyway, hopefully you'll get that here pretty soon. I know you haven't got it yet, but I'll send you tracking information here pretty quick. Matthew Vincent is here. What's up? What's up? Karen is here. Hello, Karen. And we are good. You know what? No, that's just drippy drips. All right, that's just drippy drips. But, you know, I've noticed they tell you on the cruise that these are not meant for hot beverages. And you know what? They still work for hot beverages. But I am noticing some cracks. So maybe that's why. Heat expands. I know, I get it. Bored and the Beautiful. What's up, Brandon? Guess who's back? Back again. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Jeff, thank you for being here. Tom, thank you for being here. What's up? What's up? Good to see you. All right, so if you are not in the know, let me explain to you what we do here on It Belongs in a Museum. This is It Belongs in a Museum, to which you should dutifully reply, so do you, Dr. Jones. Who let the Bored and the Beautiful in chat? Oh, Brandon's getting some hate from Vanessa. I know that's not hate. Anyway, what we do here on It Belongs in a Museum is I take a couple of games off my shelf that are older. Now, that doesn't mean that they are super old. It just means that they're out of the limelight, if that makes any sense. And we talk about it. Just put it back out there, kind of like an unboxing for an old game or an older game. And so that's what we do here on It Belongs in a Museum. It used to be before Jess's schedule changed at work that we would do, that I would do It Belongs in a Museum in the morning, and then in the afternoon we would also play an older game. But Jess's schedule changed and our Tuesdays kind of got full up. So we are trying to test the waters on when we could possibly do those time-honored Tuesdays live streams again, because we usually just played older games. But I don't know, we'll have to see when that's going to be able to come up. But that's what we do on Tuesdays. We usually try to highlight older games so that you guys can kind of be refreshed or be informed that this game exists. So let's see here. Honestly, Sam, how can you have only one travel mug? My wife is the only coffee drinker in our house, and she has several. I I do have two. They're both. I used to have three, but I don't know where my Bears travel mug went. And I have two from Steamers West. Actually, I only have one from Steamers West, but the lid broke, and so I bought. I actually bought two, one for me and one for Jess, but we've lost the lid on one, and the other lid broke, and so we have two mugs, but only one Steamers West mugs, but only one lid that works for those two mugs. And I left my travel mug at church. The other Steamers West one is right upstairs, but I don't have a lid for it. So I'm using this. I'm going to an event at church tonight. I'll pick it up then. It'll be okay, Luke. Don't worry. I just backed Falling. Looks good. I'm her pastor, Sam. She has the right to make fun of me. Actually, there's a lot of truth to that. A whole lot of truth. All right, Kickstarter for Falling launched in case these games are too old. Guess you'll need another cruise to get a new cup. No, I won't, because it's holding up fine. The cracks, because it's kind of not, I mean, it's kind of insulated. It isn't, it just has two walls, and there's a little paper thing that goes in between the two walls. It's only the outside wall that's cracking. It's not the inside wall, because it's not leaking at all. There's a little crack right here and a little crack right there. But it still holds the liquid, and I'm gonna keep using it because I put hot beverages in containers that are not meant for hot beverages. That's just what I do. Let's see here. Kurt Deppner is here. What's up, Sam? Super excited. Critter Kitchen Kickstarter is arriving today. Ooh, that actually sounds cool. Critter Kitchen sounds like a cool game. I know. I've seen it, and it looked like a cool game, but I like a lot of the other games. If it's the same one, Cryptid Cafe is one that I think is in that same line, and we own that one. But anyway, I have so many travel mugs, it's kind of sad. Love the playthrough of Fate, Chris says. I have just asked my game store to try and order me a copy in. Very cool. You're hard on cups. Yes, I will agree with that. Although I am not the hardest on cups in this house. Usually my travel mugs, if I can keep an eye on them, they last a long time. But I just happened to leave my travel mug at church this Sunday. And so, yeah, I just have to wait. Jamie Crackcorn, and I don't care. I'm currently using my trusty Yeti with the FOBG sticker on it. Yeah. Yeah, Jessie got a Yeti, I think, for Christmas, and it's the size of her torso, I think. She usually doesn't use it because she thinks she looks funny with it walking around. I do too, because it's literally the size of her head, not the size of her torso. That was, but it's literally the size of her head, and I think it's funny. Critter Kitchen is from the publishers of Flamecraft. Sandra Tang did the art for it as well. Oh, cool. Awesome. He enjoys the extra foamy taste and does not add extra calories. Has the same artist as Flamecraft. Yeah, bringing it to the Dice Tower West. Hook me up, Kurt. I'll play with you if you want. I never use travel mugs. Mountain Dew cans work just fine. I don't know. If you reuse Mountain Dew cans too much, you're probably getting some of that aluminum into your system. Group brain. Yep, that is absolutely true. I started 2-Player Tuesday with the wife because of Time Honor Tuesdays. Sweet. That's awesome. That's very cool, Philip. I'm glad you guys did that. Keep it going. We would still be doing it. It's just that Jess's Tuesday, her schedule on Tuesday, she used to only work until noon on Tuesdays, and then she would come home, we would have lunch, and then we would play a game together in the afternoon. Before we had to go do all this other stuff, but now she doesn't get off until the kids get out of school. And once the kids get out of school, all bets are off because they have this to do and that to do and dinner to be made and all of that kind of stuff. I kind of wish the Yeti was bigger, then I wouldn't have to fill it up so often. Fat Captain says, any advice on how to organize all my memoir stuff? It's getting cumbersome getting out and sorting through multiple expansions to set up a game. Well, I will say this, Fat Captain. There are a lot of Plano boxes. If you go to like hardware stores, a lot of Plano boxes actually will work very well in organizing games like Memoir that have a lot of bits. So I would look into Plano boxes at your local hardware store. Actually, there are some like tackle boxes. I actually have, let me see if I can go get it real quick because I just want to show you the idea that's behind it. All right, so what I'm grabbing here is actually a tackle box, I think. It's an old tackle box, and oh man, it's dirty because I don't play this game very much anymore. But anyway, this is not Memoir 44, but you'll get the idea, right? You'll get the idea. So this is a tackle box that I have purchased for storing X-Wing miniatures. And so if you open it up here, up in the top, there's a little playmat that I've used in the past, all the rule books, some of the cards, and so forth. And then in this little thing opens up, and then it has all of these little things out that have all of my pieces in it. Well, this is not all of my stuff, and all I've done is I've cut out part of the box and basically glued it onto the thing here. But there are also like things over here and over here as well, and there's things over here. So this is one of the things that, just an idea to give you an idea of what I mean by going to get a tackle box or going to get a toolbox. There are things out there that look, that are similar to this that will work well for storing your board game that you have a lot of expansions for. So that's not one of the games we're going over for It Belongs in a Museum. Although X-Wing miniatures could absolutely be. I just have way too much stuff for that because I'm also a Star Wars fan. So some of the miniatures, I bought them not because I want to play them in the game, but just because it's a painted Star Wars miniature and it looks cool. But anyway, Tom also gave me all of his stuff that he had. Well, not all, but a lot of the stuff that he had for Memoir 40. X-Wing. So I've got way more stuff than I actually use, and this is only like maybe a third of it. But anyway, that's what I would suggest looking into if you can. The campaign bag is really cool as well. This is like deep out of print though. If you find one of these, grab it. Absolutely. If it's in good shape, of course. If it's not in good shape, either or. But it's going to help you, not necessarily with storage though, it's going to help you carry it around. But the campaign bag for Memoir 44, if you can find it, that's probably worth a purchase. But otherwise, local hardware store, Play-Doh boxes, your hobby store, maybe if you have a Hobby Lobby or something like that, go check out some of their different little knick-knack type stuff that you can store stuff in. All of those kinds of things. Aaron Montanari, if it takes you all day to drink coffee and you are... If it takes you all day to drink coffee, are you really drinking it right? If I have coffee when leaving the house, I'm doing something wrong. Whole pot should be empty. Oof. Wow. No. Usually, now Jess, whenever she drinks her chai, yes. Her chai is gone, probably within 20 minutes. whenever we go to like Steamers West or something like that. But I usually just sip on mine, and it takes a while. So yeah. Daiso Japanese dollar store has lots of cheap organizers for $1.50. Question for everyone: what's the most interesting game you've played lately? That's a good question. Cool. Sam's gone. No, I'll be back. I am back. Sorry, Monica Murphy. Hey everyone, what's up, Monica? I've just played Race for the Galaxy for the first time. It was really good. Oh. Dom Rod, hey, good day. I'm enjoying Blood Rage and Rising Sun, and I'm considering picking up either Ankh, Gods of Egypt, or Kemet. Would you mind sharing your thoughts on which would be a better purchase? I think Kemet is probably the better game. But if you like Blood Rage and Rising Sun, you'll probably enjoy Ankh as well. It's from the same designer. It's in the same kind of family of games. You know, that trilogy of mythological trilogy. I don't know what he called it, of Blood Rage, Rising Sun, and Ankh. So if you like those kinds of games and those things are what you enjoy, I would go ahead and do that. Ankh is area control, there is card play there, but it's not nearly what it's like with Blood Rage and the others. So it's a little bit different. It's very similar though, I guess. Now that I'm thinking a little bit more of it, because you can hire big old monsters to be on your team and send them into battle just like you can with Blood Rage and Rising Sun. So I guess there's some similarities to it. I would say, however, that Kemet is the better game. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's better for you. Ankh might be better for you because you enjoy that designer's take on games better than Kemet's. I don't like the catch-up mechanism that is in Ankh, but that's only prevalent in three or more players. In the 2-player game, you don't have it. So take that for what it's worth. I have both, and I enjoy Ankh way more. Well, there you have it. Brandon has spoken. Still holding out for the Memoir 44 big box. I don't know that that's going to happen, Douglas. I was thinking of picking something up for Dragon Eclipse. That's a cool one. There were 3 of us. Crazy it took me all these years to play as such a fan of the phase mechanism thanks to Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition. I used one for zombie-side stuff. My son grabbed it and loaded it in the car one time. We went fishing to buy new lures at the lake. Oh, that's a funny story. Let's see. Recently played Dice Throne X-Men. Gambit is really fun. I haven't played Gambit yet. I got to play Wolvie, of course, and I played against Iceman, and then Psylocke was on my team, and then we were playing against Iceman and Storm. It was a good game. No catch-up in 2-player games. Yep, that's correct. Ankh plays amazingly at 2. In fact, some would say it's best at 2. There you have it. I just played the new edition of Scoville. Pretty good. Ooh, is that the one that has Dutrait's artwork? That looks so good. Oh, I'm a little jelly. Enjoying multiple plays of Black Angel solo. Kind of tough. Cool. All right. Well, we're all caught up in chat, so we're going to go ahead and start the game. Now, what we usually do as we talk about these older games is we, oh, hi. Hi, Jessie. Jessie's here.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good.
Good.
Bye.
Bye. She came home for lunch.
I have like 6 minutes left.
And she has 6 minutes left, so she just, it was a run by kissing. All right, so anyway, what we're doing here is I'm going to make it a little fun because you're going to actually we're going to play a game. We're going to have the opportunity to guess what game we're going to talk about first. I'm going to give you a couple of options. Well, I'm sorry, not options, but clues. And whomever guesses correctly first what game we're going to go over. I'm going to send them something in the mail. Some type of board game related surprise. If you hear banging going on, it's just Jessie hurrying. Don't fret. She is quite fine. If she hollers or screams, I'll check on her. But she should be okay. She's just trying to hurry. All right. So the first game that we're going to talk about came out in 2016. So 2016, 9 years ago at this point, this game came out, and a couple of the mechanisms I'll give you as a clue. So the first clue is the year that it came out. The second clue is usually a couple of mechanisms that it employs. So first of all, it's a cooperative game. Second of all, it has variable player powers. So variable player powers, it's a cooperative game. That's one clue. And then the second clue, it came out in 2016. Feel free to use your Google Foo or BGG Foo to try to figure out what game we're talking about here. But let the games begin. You may begin guessing. The first game we're talking about is 2016 and was released in 2016. Variable player powers and a cooperative game are the first clues. Before I started in the hobby, this stream always makes me feel really old. Pandemic, no. TI4, the cooperative game. Interesting that they haven't made that yet. But no. Black Orchestra, no. Iberia, no. Iberia was guessed twice by David and Jeff. Mansions of Madness, no. Descent, no. All good games so far. Commissioned, no. The variable player powers in Commissioned is really kind of, yeah, there is, but not really. You just can do one thing a little bit better than somebody else. But I still like the game, don't get me wrong. Unicornus Knights, negative. Doug says V Sabotage, no. Good game though. Pandemic Season 0, no. Sebastian Mueller. Arkham Horror, the card game, no. Project Elite, no. Elder Core, I've never even heard of that game. Oh, Mechs versus Minions, no. Eldrator, no. This is quite off the beaten path, actually. And a lot of these would be considered, in my opinion, on the beaten path. So you might have to get a little bit more. Millborns? What? That was not in 2016. That was like 1916, man. What are you talking about, Eric? I'm just kidding. Millborn's probably not that old. Dead of Winter, Long Night. Sonar. London Dread. Ooh, nice game, but no. I remember playing London Dread at Gen Con one year with the designers. I think that was the same game, London Dread. Yeah, I think so. Commissioned. No, somebody's already said commissioned. Man, why don't you pay attention? Brandon. Unicornus Knights, Off the Beaten Path 2. No. Please tell me it's commissioned. No! Get my decades confused. The Captain is Dead. No. Martians, A Story of Civilization. No. Attack on Titan. No. All right, here we go. A couple of more clues. All right, so a couple of other mechanisms. Let's go with modular board and modular board and dice rolling. Modular board and dice rolling, that's your next clue. Forbidden Island, no. Aladdin's Dragons 2000, no. Zombicide Black Plague, no. Colony, no. XCOM, Defenders of the Last Stand, no and no. You guys are swinging and missing today, man. I gotcha. I got you stumped. Dice theme park. Okay, not in our collection unless it is an Elder Sign expansion. No, it's not an expansion. I don't do expansions. I only do core games. And then if I have expansions for that core game, I'll talk about them in there. But I only do core games. I don't do any expansions. Nova Etas, no. The Others, no. Alien vs. Predator, no. The Others again. Oh, he just fixed it. Missed the first few clues because of work, Kurt says. Rescue Polar Bears, no. All right, Kurt, 2016, variable player powers. It's a cooperative game, dice rolling, modular board. Those are all of it. Just got here. Got to give me another clue. There you go. I just gave them all to you, Andrew. Welcome, by the way. Scythe. What were the clues again? 2016. Variable player powers. Cooperative game. Dice rolling. Modular board. Cooperative Candyland. Oh. Sometimes you make my brain hurt, Eric. Call of Cthulhu 3rd edition, negative. Although that is slightly closer than a lot of the things that you've done. Alchemical Crystal Quest? What? Vikings, that's always a clue. No, it's not. Not now. Actually, dwarves would be a closer clue than Vikings right now. Rescue Polar Bears. Somebody already said that, Alexander. I'll give you A for effort, though. Wow, I got you guys stumped. Forbidden Skies? Nope. One cannot hurt, which one does not have. Wow. Okay. Thanks, Eric. Nova Etas. No, somebody already said that. Let's see. It's for 2 to 4 players. Hour to 2 hours long. It's a 2.34 complexity. I know most of that is probably not helping all of you. Look at, Luke says, I got called away. What are the clues? 2016, cooperative game, variable player powers, dice rolling, modular board. Then I also said that it handles 2 to 4 players and it goes 1 to 2 hours. That is that. Now, we have a whole bunch. Luke's here. Get it. Shadows of Brimstone, Bladestorm 2nd edition, New York Zoo, Naturally Disastrous, Ghost Stories. All of those came in after somebody got the correct answer. Spirit Island, no. All the way back up to Micah. Micah with the Warhammer Quest Silver Tower, knocking it out of the park. Just got here. What are the clues? Yeah, whatever, David. You've been here. I don't want to hear it. Zaya, no. Oh, I do not like Zaya. Ugh. All right. So, Warhammer Quest Silver Tower is the game we're going to be talking about today. So, Micah, congratulations. You are the winner. Now, I just sent Micah something because she was... somebody had gifted her the win on another stream. So, Micah, you have the opportunity to say, yes, I would like something else, or you can give it away to somebody that is here in the chat. So, you make that decision. At any rate, whether it is Micah or someone else, you need to email me your shipping information at flipsideobg@gmail.com. And what we'll do is we'll send you one of these newfangled stickers, bling, and we'll also send you a board game related surprise. Alrighty. So I thought that was an expansion. Ooh, that one was so much fun. I just got here 0 clues. I'm guessing Silver Tower of that Warhammer game. It belongs in a trash bin? No! Oh, heavens to Betsy, Eric. How dare you overstep your boundaries? But, okay, so this is Warhammer Quest, the Silver Tower, and we're going to go ahead and talk about this. Now, I like to be transparent, so I am going to be transparent here. When I pulled this down off the shelf, it was very, very rattly. And so I opened it up, and lo and behold, I guess the last time I played this game, I just was in a hurry or something and just kind of went back into the box because almost nothing was put away. There were some baggies that had many miniatures in them, but there were loose miniatures in there. Whew. So, yeah, that's how that goes. I never win. I think it's rigged. Well, could be. Homeschool gym is over. You all have a great day. See you later, Chris. I preferred Warhammer Quest Peace Underground Bunker. Poos? One of these days he'll pick TI4 for you, Eric. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. And as we are looking at it here, that's basically what's on the back of the box. Legendary champions battle their way through the Silver Tower. They must defeat the evil labyrinth of the Gaunt Summoner, or else meet a terrible doom. So, cool beans. Sorry, I have to bounce. Good luck, everyone. See you later, Luke. Take care. All right. Well, this is a very obscure choice. Yes, ma'am, it absolutely is. I haven't played any Warhammer ever. Well, this is a board game. Now, I do want to make sure that that's absolutely clear. This is not just a miniatures game. There are miniatures in here, but this is a board game. It is not a tabletop miniatures game. All right. So, as we're talking about here, this is the guidebook. So you read this first, and then this is the adventure book. Don't read this until you're instructed to. So that's one of the cool things about Silver Tower. One of the things that I actually like about these kinds of games is that when there is an adventure book, and it basically just has a whole bunch of stuff that you're going to be reading as you go through the book, and as you go through the story, and it's going to affect the decisions that you have. Yes, that's how this is actually cleaned up. So there you have it. But anyway, anything that if you don't know who Games Workshop is, that's the creator of this game. They have a very rich universe for Warhammer Fantasy. And then they also have Warhammer Quest, and then they also have Warhammer 40K. But basically, they are a tabletop miniatures game company, and they've made a lot of board games that use their miniatures. And so a lot of their books have these very fancy, well-painted dioramas, just basically to get you into it. But they also have pretty cool artwork as well. There you have it. So here it says, Legends of the Silver Tower, gather now about the fire, huddle close to its light. For this is a dark and terrible tale, a tale of the Silver Tower. A labyrinth the Silver Tower was, an impossible fastness of timeless evil. It was a crystalline web, an intensely complex machine, a puzzle fortress beyond the scope of mortal minds. It was the lair of the Gaunt Summoner, with its ever-shifting pathways that sorceress Damon ruled with absolute power. So you get the idea. Following pages teach you how to play the game, so it teaches you how to set up your characters and all of that other kind of stuff. And then these are the different things, miniatures that are going to come in the game. And of course, these are all painted. They come like this, and we'll show them off in just a little bit. But so then you talk about the first round and all of that kind of stuff, and so forth and so on. The rule book is probably more I don't know. I hate to say that it's more detailed, but it's laid out in a very Warhammer-esque way. And it's not bad, but it does kind of go very far. These are all of the heroes that come in the game. So when I said that dwarves would be a little bit of a closer hint, it's because there are some fire slayers in the box. The Night Quester, the Fire Slayer Doom Seeker, the Excelsior War Priest, the Darkoth Chieftain, the Mistweaver Saya, the Tenebrae Shard. Interesting. So anyway, and then there's the denizens of the Dark Tower, or the Silver Tower, sorry. Dark Tower, that's a different IP. Anyway, so you get the idea. And all of the different bad guys have their different abilities and stats and all of that kind of stuff. That's where all this stuff is. And then you have a reference sheet on the back, which is always helpful. Anyway, so it's a modular, this is a lot of the different pieces. Everybody's gonna get 4 of their own color dice. So blue, purple, white, and orange. Orange is the one I use for the Fire Slayer guys. But there's also an app that you can use. So that's a neat thing. I don't know. Select a hero, create a hero, shop my collection, enhance. Interesting. I've never used the app, so I'll have to look that up now. There is a griffin in here, the Griffin Hound, and that's his little card for that. I got to put that away in one of the boxes, but here are all of the minis. We'll go over those in just a little bit. We'll show some of them off. Anyway, I also, at different conventions, I've picked up different, actually, I had a buddy that worked for a Games Workshop, and he would send me little trinket stuff like this all the time that I'd be able to just have and wear around and that type of stuff. So I just thought that was a cool thing to keep. I got one each of all of the different heroes that are in Silver Tower, so that's pretty cool. He also sent me some cool stuff like foil character cards. So these are pretty cool. So I have, all of the heroes as foils, and then there you have that. And then I also have all of the regular ones that just came in the game. So these are all the same. They're just, one is, and then on the other side, you see that it is, well, let me see what these probably look cooler. No, they don't. So anyway, you have on one side, you have the depiction of their painted miniature out here. So, I guess these 3. Oh, it's because these don't actually come in the box. These are new ones. These 3 are ones that got added later on. So, and then so Fire Slayer, Doom Seeker, all these guys. They're pretty cool. But anyway, you get the idea. These are just like character sheets. You also have like a couple of decks that are different event cards, different things that will happen during the course of the game, and depending on the mission or the kind of monster that you're going up against will tell you which deck to go up against. They also have these cards here, which are kind of like setup cards, different rooms that will get added, and sometimes you will be able to plan these out, or the book will just tell you, take this thing out and this is what you're going into. So it's pretty neat that way as well. And then over here, one of the things that I didn't really like about this game was how the boards looked, and because it was a very fantastical setting, I didn't really enjoy You know, some of these are double-sided, some of them are not. Most of the bigger rooms are. So I don't know. I was okay, but it just didn't really strike my fancy. Some of them look cool like this. You can see all of the little papers on it, and how many like little Easter eggs there are, little tomes over here that are just kind of strewn about. I liked that kind of stuff, but some of the other ones were just like, you know. So there's that, but there's a whole bunch of, you know, double-sided boards in here, and that's the modular board setup that you have for the game. But then you also have these huge rooms, you know, and that's pretty, you know, it's morbid, but it's pretty cool to have all these, you know, blood splatters everywhere and all of the, you know, glowing runes and stuff like that. It's not bad. It didn't really strike my fancy as being something that I really want to use. So this is like a board where you keep those 2 decks of cards, and then the dial in the center here for, I think, turn order and such. And this is one of the things that I don't like about that. I'm going to have to find where this thing goes. I think I have a good idea, and we'll probably find it as we go through the miniatures, but that's a broken blade, broken weapon that I'm going to have to fix. And these are just like little, I don't know, these are like super unnecessary, but they're kind of neat. I don't know why they spent the time doing this, actually. Because all of these are the same on the back, but they just give a basic, these are all of the basic guys that come in the box. Yippee skippy. So I'm just trying to make this a little level. Not really, but anyway, a lot of these are pretty cool. I don't know that I want to go through all of them right now, but we'll show off some of them. Good news, Ali, this is only the first game. He hasn't done the second yet. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I actually enjoy Eric being Eric. I do too. David, I just tried to make him not so grumpy. I was already gifted a win back in 1950. Let's see. Let's see. Is that dwarf naked? It very well could be. I mean, possibly. I can double check, but no, I don't think so. I think he's got some clothes on. You just can't see it. But he may just be in his birthday suit. You never know. All right, so here we go. I'm going to show some of the miniatures off, so I'm going to use my phone. So forgive me. You may need to go check in. So anyway, this is the warrior priest. So, and again, Games Workshop is known for their very well detailed miniatures. And so you kind of get the idea, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty cool. I'll just take out the rest of these. Oh, don't break, don't break, don't break, don't break, don't break, don't break. Here is the actual summoner. This is the main bad guy, I believe. So he's pretty nasty looking, but you get the idea, yeah? He's out of focus. There we go. So there's that. Here is the that barbarian looking dude. So again, not all of their stances on their miniatures, which is something that I don't necessarily like, but they're pretty static. They don't have a lot of movement to them. This is one of those. But it's still not bad. This is that Griffin Hound that showed you that card for the other time. So he's pretty cool looking. Griffin Hound. And then this is one of the bad guys, I think. Again, I haven't played this game in a long time, but I'm sure. But I think this guy is one of the like the squad leaders of the bad guys. So, but that gives you an idea of the miniatures that come in the game. There's a whole bunch of different kinds of miniatures in here. Like there's little fire people that are hard to kill, and magical beasts and all of this kind of stuff. And there's also like other kinds of dudes that are just like barbarian type evil bad guys that you have to fight. And there's a whole bunch of little dudes that are a little squishy, but they're still annoying, you know. But there's also like Skaven that you have to fight as well. So you get the idea, yeah. Yeah, there's another one of those dudes that we were just seeing right there. But a lot of people, a lot of dudes. So you get the idea. But that is Warhammer Quest, the Silver Tower. Put these guys back in here, see if I can not break them. That would be good. And I gotta find where that other one is at some point, where the owner of this thing goes. So, but anyway, this is actually a fun game. I've kept it around on purpose because I do enjoy it, and I think it's a neat little like quest kind of game. And that's good. Put that right there. All these little pins back in here. That. And the books. Did I get the book on there right? Nope. There we go. Now it's on there right, because now it's right side up that way and this way. So there you have it. Warhammer Quest Silver Tower. So let's see here. Micah. So did Micah choose Eric? I will give my win to Eric Bushman. That is pretty cool. Eric is getting rewarded for bad behavior. Is there any... Sam went medieval on us. Yeah, maybe. Games Workshop, that's the team that does those crazy high-quality miniatures and sell them for insanely low prices, right? Exactly, Andrew. Like rock bottom. But their miniatures are among the best in the business, even still. With everybody kind of upping their game, they're still kind of right up there. Of course, that's how GW is able to sell them for such low prices, right? Pink Horrors is correct, yes. Is that... now I want to win just to give it spam with FOBG sticker. Laid out in Warhammer-esque way means nothing to me. Well, that's fine, Tom. Doesn't have to mean everything for you. Just tried to make him not so grumpy. He's not actually grumpy. That's just how we are here. It's cool. All right. So Eric, send me an email, buddy. I know you have my email, so go ahead and just send it. I always thought Warhammer brand was a cash grab. Well, they've just been at it for a long time. Good day to you, brother. Hey, Tommy, good to see you, man. Game cover matches the Deep Waters game mat. So again, the game mat becomes a clue again. Wow. What is your favorite scenario in Memoir 44? I don't have a favorite scenario. I usually, however, I usually like to play ones that have tanks. I like using tanks. And I like it to where both sides have a lot of tanks. So that'll narrow it down for you. No disagreement there, but I have to admit, personally, I've gotten close enough in quality that I can't justify spending so much extra for something that isn't that much better anymore. That's valid. That's valid. Always valid. All right, second question, second game that we're going to go over today. You know your miniatures are expensive when all your customers are buying 3D printers. What Memoir 44 scenario are you teaching me to play with at Dice Tower West? Well, if you want to play, oh crap, I got to put that back in the box. We do have a game of Memoir 44 planned for Saturday afternoon. Now, it is a Overlord scenario, so it's going to be bigger, but you'll be able to learn the core concepts of the game. No worries. I know Tom is going to be playing with us. Danny's going to play with us as well, and it'll be me, Tom, Danny, my friend Patrick, and I know he has a couple others, so there might be a spot or two left that you can join us, absolutely. And if that doesn't work out for you, I'll play Memoir 44 with you any other time, as long as we can fit it in. And we'll just use one of the basic scenarios to teach you how to play. Next game. When is Dice Tower West? Dice Tower West is 5 through 9. So it is coming up next week. Yeah, next week. So there you go. All right, next game. Here we go. Next game was also done published in 2016. Published in 2016. Mechanisms are hand management and action points. So those are your two clues, two mechanisms to begin with, hand management, action points, and it came out in 2016. All right, so those are your two. Brandon's coming to Dice Tower East. That's cool. I am probably going to be there, so we'll see you there. You have to come say hi. So 2016, hand management, action points. Those are your two clues. Whoa! Right out of the gate, Ryan nailed it. Holy Moses. Ryan nailed it right out of the gate. Now, this is actually interesting because way back when everybody was guessing for the first one, somebody actually guessed Black Orchestra, and now I can't find it. Let me see, where is it? It's up here somewhere. Because I know somebody did it, and I was like, oh, that sucks. They guessed the right one, but at the wrong time. Where is it? There it is. Tom! Sucker! I'm just kidding. Sorry, not sorry. So it's got a new expansion coming. I'm excited. Boom is right. Ryan, you need to send me an email. If you have already won, because I don't keep track of who has and who hasn't. If you have already won and you'd like to donate it to somebody else that is in the chat, you can feel free to do that. Otherwise, you need to email me at flipsideobg@gmail.com. And that is, and we'll get you something out pretty, within the week. Did I just put that right? Gmail, is that right? Does that? Yeah, okay. There's something on my screen that made it look like Gurnail. Boom. All right, didn't guess it this time because it was guessed last time. I know, I did. It was incorrect only for the last game. And I was like, well, crap. I have to say it's incorrect, but no big deal. I want to play this game at some point. I need to play it again. That's one of the reasons why. That's one of the impeti, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but that's one of the things that I kind of like about this series is that it it forces me to open these boxes again and look at them. So Black Orchestra. So this is a game by Philip DuBarry, and he's a great designer, by the way. And it's all about a plot to assassinate Adolf Hitler back in World War II. And so that's the gist of the game. And this is bugging me, so I need to change it. We'll be opening the box here pretty soon, but the year is 1936. As Hitler's grasp on Germany tightens and his maniacal fervor is unmasked, men from the highest levels of the Reich begin to plot his assassination, a tense and thrilling board game where you must carefully choose your actions to avoid suspicion. But as the clock ticks, always be ready to take a risk when the moment strikes. So it's Lucas Soriano is the artist. Some additional design was by Dan May. Art direction was Dan May. Graphic design, Cody Jones, Dan May. Fantasia Games and Game Salute. So there you have it. There's a little bit of a game that's set up there for you on the back of the box, so you get an idea of what it looks like there. Oh, look at Tom. Yes, we know you're special, Brandon. Brandon, what's your special? Apostrophe R-E there, Tom. In fact, I'm one of the first ones to get the new sticker. Yes, that is true. That is absolutely true. All right, so let's go ahead and get down to the table, and we will take a look at Black Orchestra. I'm going to be selfish and take the new sticker. There you go. I must have missed the announcement. I have the first two designs and would love to complete the set. Well, it's just a bigger sticker. It's not a new design. Here, I'll just put it out here. This is that's the new stickers, and and here are the old ones that you already have one of. So that gives you a size differential. There you go. But that's the only difference. I just went and I sprung for larger stickers this time instead of, and again, it's just a ½ inch larger. It's not that huge of a deal, but that's what we mean by that. All right, so here we go. Here is the rule book as you're going through all of the different components that are in the game, and then you have a setup down here, what everything looks like as you get it set up, and all that kind of stuff. It's from what I remember, again, I haven't played this in a long time, but from what I remember, this is not a difficult game at all. So, wow. So, depending upon when you end the game, it tells you how many lives you've saved. There's also difficulty levels and commonly overlooked rules, and a blank page except for the logo at the bottom on the back. Interesting. All right, so classified. We're not going to open this up all the way, but I'm going to look inside. All the different peeps that are in there. Classified bag. Here is the board that you'll put out there. And I have to say this, it is not a very super warpy. So Game Salute is not necessarily known for their high quality back then. I know that they've gotten a little bit better, I guess. But anyway, here's the board. And you are noticing that it is kind of curved, but there I'll lay it flat as I possibly can, but you get the idea. You have all of these different spaces that you can travel to on the board to try to do the things that you're trying to do. Here are some of the different characters in the game. Klaus von Stauffenberg. This is the person that Tom Cruise played in Valkyrie. So he was not a good guy, but the movie kind of makes him out to be kind of a good guy. I mean, frankly, none of these guys were really good guys, but except for that guy right there, Dietrich Bonhoeffer. He was a good guy. General Ludwig Beck, Karl Godler, General Friedrich Ulbricht. So you get the idea. These are all the different people you can get in the game. Some of the different, the dice are cool. Custom dice for the game. These are cool. They're a little bit more angular than I like them. I like rounded corners, a little bit more rounded corners rather. But those are pretty cool. Different cards that are in the game. A couple of different decks. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So these are all the different stages that you're going to be going through. And of course it goes from light all the way to the darkness, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty cool. Just trying to keep this as tidy as I can as I'm going through all of this stuff. But some SS cards. Each one has different things that happen to it whenever the SS come, or I believe Gestapo raids. These are different event cards that will happen as well. So again, I don't want to show too much of it because honestly, I can't remember exactly how much of this is unbeknownst to people. So I don't want to spoil any part of the game for you. That's why I'm being a little bit... we killed Hitler! Victory! And then you have some different pieces that will cover up different things on the board when certain things happen. But that is Black Orchestra. And let me make sure. Oh, I'm going to be putting it correctly. Bam. So that is Black Orchestra. Come back over. Let's see. Victoria says, I think my husband would like this one. The logo needs some Viking flair, Sam. I'm happy with the logo, actually. I get what you're saying, but I'm very, very, very happy with the logo. The guy that gave it to us and made it was very generous, and he's been very helpful to get me the different things that I need to get everything going. So we're going to give it to me if you need it. How sweet. Let's see. I think there's actually a horned helmet on there somewhere. It kind of is. It's like a horned something or other. Right there. Like right there. But and there's a couple of axes over there. So yeah, it's close enough. I like it. Larger sticker. Now I'll have matching COVID mask sticker to match my eye patch. Have to pass on the sticker. Don't have a travel mug to put it on. Well, you would if you stopped drinking Mountain Dew. Sebastian Moeller, sorry, forgot to say, and so do you when I joined the stream. So there you have it. All right, very cool. You can use the stickers to keep your well-played box lids from splitting at the corners. That's probably true. Rounded corners rule. Isn't rounded corners just a ball? No, it's not. Tell Sam that Ryan sent you. You're right and late. I'm still chasing my rounded corner dice from last night. Sam, pull this one out sometime when I'm down there. This one I'd be interested in trying. All right, will do, buddy. Knew I lost something, and it's in your head, Eric. Actually, it looks a lot like Demon Hunter's signature logo. Interesting. I think we are caught up. I'm just going back and checking. All right. Yeah, there we go. So that's that. 4. It belongs in a museum. I got to get out of here. Is Sam not on live chat? I am on live chat. Why? What did I miss? I'm just not reading everything. What did I miss? I am on live chat though. I know. He skips our posts to troll us. I only skip the ones that I think are stupid, David. I don't skip yours just because I'm trying to troll you. Yeah. So I have to skip some to catch up because you guys keep talking while I'm going over. You don't pay attention to what I'm saying, which is fine. It's rude, but it's fine. So you guys just keep talking while I'm going over, and I'm focusing on this and showing you stuff, and you just keep talking, and I miss that stuff. So just a heads up when he reaches out. Gave the prize to Tommy. Okay, cool beans. Tommy Clay. Absolutely, that's cool. Monica said she has to go. Hopefully I'll see you next week. See you later, Monica. Take care. You have to watch the chats if you want the full experience. Okay. He'll be traveling next week, so probably won't have it. Well, we won't be, well, I don't know. You might be right there, Tom. But I think our flight is late enough on Tuesday to where I'll still be able to get this done, and it'll be the last thing I do before I travel. But I think this will still happen. Sam keeps interrupting the great conversation with boxes he wants to show. Rude. Oh, we are so similar, Sam. LOL. Let's see here. These ads are getting ridiculous. Yeah, I just missed it. But okay, that's cool. Tommy, send me an email. Does he have my email address? Here, Tommy. Flipside. Oh no, not the capital F. flipsideobg@gmail.com. Tommy, send me if he's still here. Maybe he's not. But if he is, there it is. All right, I'm out of here though, folks. I got to get a review recorded before I have to pick up my kid. And hopefully I can get most of it edited as well before I have to go pick up my kid. So I got to get going. But hey, we will see you guys and gals tomorrow. On the flip side, going to be reviewing The Builders of Sylvandale tomorrow afternoon as a live review. That means you guys and gals get to take part in that review. You can ask questions and so forth, and I'll get to them eventually. Probably not right after you ask it because I will be otherwise engaged in explaining how the game works. But anyway, got it. Thanks. You're welcome, Tommy. Thank Ryan. Thank you, Ryan, for being generous. Appreciate it. See you next week from the shadows. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, absolutely. Take care. We'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. Adios.